Hi, I'm Billy. I'm an architect based in Brisbane. I'm here with Georgie. We work together in a small architectural practice. We wanted to talk today about a little competition that we just finished a couple of months ago. It's for a dental clinic in the city of Kigali in Rwanda. And this backstory is towards the end of last year, one of my good uni friends, Rachel, asked us to participate. And for us as a practice, just excited to use this chance to test our skills and apply our philosophy to projects of a bigger scale. We usually work with houses, and we were just keen to see how it translates to something a bit more sizable. And so it was a good challenge. The winner was going to get built, so that was a little bit of an interesting twist to it. And we were actually one of the finalists, so we didn't win, but that's okay. We also learned a lot along the way. So Georgie, can you tell us a little bit about what we did in terms of the brief and the challenge we had to face?
Of course. Yeah, so as Billy said, we wanted to branch out and do this quite a complex building. And so the needs of the building were to be training new dentists. So the key part of the building was a world-class dental clinic and training facility. But that needed to be tied in with an accommodation precinct and a warehouse and all of the auxiliary services that go with those. So with our other two team members, we had to find a building that would present a narrative that fit within its context and was sensitive to both the environment and the people of Kigali. There were quite a few challenges that arose from this. One of the key ones being that we couldn't visit the site and we couldn't speak to the people using the building. So a lot was based on presumptions, and I think that presented, as architects who usually speak to our clients quite closely, a lot of assumptions and things that went with that. But as Billy said, it was really good to be able to still exercise what we could do as architects and professionals.
So if I was to take you through the building, the first thing to say is the face of the building is quite homely and familiar. We wanted to not create anxiety for the visitors. So as we enter, the reception's on your left, and then to the right is the dental clinic. Firstly, the waiting room is a garden in itself, and we thought the dentist will come out from the clinic to greet you and then lead you into one of these glass boxes of treatment rooms. So the thought is always hygienically, acoustically, it's separated. You're not anxious because you don't hear people in pain or being treated on and so on. And that's really to make the guest experience a bit better. Looking down the spine or the connection between the spaces, on the right you can see a glimpse of the conference center, but it's really dominated by this chapel. And from the top, you can observe what's happening, or if you're in the chapel itself, you can participate in the services. But the idea that praise and worship is central to the organization, so we express that in space as well. Here is a courtyard, and then the dining spaces, a terrace with views to the valley and beyond. And that really creates a zone for entertaining and for break-off spaces for events and so on. And down below, further down the steep side, we have the accommodation building, which we're flying over right now, and the warehouse beyond that. We wanted to create private balconies for the guests, but also opportunities to meet as a team and to have a bit of more private community down here. And so, I think it's that mix of public and private, more private as you go further down the site. But also we wanted to create something that was buildable out of a module sort of system. So each wing is the same dimensions and you can stretch and condense it. But in terms of construction, it's very similar. You can also see the screens. We wanted to introduce a sense of color and movement in the facade in a simple way. And that really is a chance for the local artisans to come up with something that reflects their culture in a way that we don't really understand as well as foreigners. You can also see, this is just the courtyard and the idea that the landscape links between the tiers in a sort of zigzag way that runs through the site. And so, this is our Hope Dental Clinic, and hope you enjoyed it. We certainly enjoyed participating in this competition, and we hope to be able to contribute more and more to a better world through the work that we do. Yeah, so Georgie, to sum it up, as an experience, how do you think it was for you, and what do you think we learned from the process?
Yeah, great question, Billy. So I think as architecture professionals, it's terrific to be able to remember that we don't work as individuals and we are constantly collaborating with each other, with our clients and with other stakeholders in the project. So to be able to team up with 2 other architects who practice maybe in a different way to us was really good to be able to maybe even serve our clients better, because with every new project we come across, we have new people to be serving. And I think being able to stretch our own horizons further by working in a context we're unfamiliar with, again, we're able to then bring back some newfound knowledge into our local projects. Yeah,
I think for me, as we do it, this is a bit of a statement of our beliefs in project form. And so we hope that by going through the whole experience, we develop our technical skills. I think some of the drawings that we did, wouldn't do it for a normal domestic project. And so it was good to test those skills, a lot of the skills that we haven't used since uni probably. And secondly, I think for us to show our beliefs in building form, we want to be architects who are a bit different from the other firms out there. We want to show that we do care about the people we work for, whether it's a private home or whether it's something else, that we do strive to look at things from a different perspective and to be empathetic and sensitive to people and also the environment. I think that was a good exercise. So I think looking forward, we will try to keep doing things like this. Like right now, we're working on some adaptable / social housing ideas that I think is also quite interesting. And over time, I hope as a firm, we will keep pushing to be of help to the world we live in. And hopefully we'll be able to share more of that with you soon.
So thank you for watching. I hope that it clears up, why an architect might approach a competition. And so if you want to reach out to us via social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, we're happy to answer questions. And we hope that we can share more with you soon.
Thank you.